this is Sam here from KitchenGadgetsClub.com, and I've got a brilliant one for you today. One that I just totally forgot to do a video of because it's one of the recipes that's among the favourites over at Kitchen Gadgets Club, and I just realised I've never actually done a video for it. So this is an air fryer tea loaf with step-by-step video instructions.
First, let me explain to you who we are. If you're new around here, my name is Sam and I've been teaching people how to cook smart with just kitchen gadgets for over 10 years. In fact, we don't even have an oven or a hob in our kitchen. We are double Sunday Times bestsellers and The Independent calls us the best for beginner cooks. But because we've been creating videos for a while, we've ended up with more than 1,500 recipe videos on our YouTube channel. So what we have done is we have created a recipe index organised by gadget to help you quickly find your next recipe video. You can find them all at KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, and we would be honoured if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel for more recipe videos like this. So now let's get back to the food.
I'm sure by my accent you know where I'm from. If it needs any further introduction, then of course Yorkshire tea. Yep, I'm a Yorkshire girl through and through. I live in Yorkshire and I was raised in Yorkshire. So I love my Yorkshire puddings, Yorkshire tea and all the other Yorkshire classics. And of course, for those that love the 1960s, Yorkshire is also home to Heartbeat, which we love going to every now and again as well. So I thought I'd do a Yorkshire tea style tea loaf for you and show you how easy it is to do it in the air fryer. So of course, I don't need that many tea bags. But that's a catering pack we normally buy ourselves, so we've got plenty of Yorkshire tea in. And for a bit more vintage, I've got this mug here for making my cup of tea in first. And this was one of our wedding mugs. We've only got 2 of them still going, even though we started off with 6. And we've been married 23.5 years now, or thereabouts. Dom's behind the camera, just making sure I don't forget how many years it's been. But yes, about 23.5. So, what you need to do first is grab yourself a mug of choice. Grab yourself a tea bag, which of course has to be the Yorkshire one. And then pop your tea bag in. Boiling hot water, like you're making yourself a cuppa. And you want 1.5. And then we're just going to leave it there for a couple of minutes just so that it can become a strong cup of tea, and then we can show you the next step in this recipe. Well, the tea bag is ready to come out now. So, depends how strong you like your tea, of course, or tea loaf I should say. So now you want to get rid of your tea bag. So I'm just going to pop it in the bin. And now you have your lovely strong tea. It's perfect, of course, for your tea loaf. So grab yourself your favourite mixing bowl. This is going to become your mixing bowl when you're making your tea loaf. So make sure it's of a reasonable size so you can fit all your ingredients in it. And then what you want to add is your mixed fruit. So behind the scenes here at Kitchen Gadgets Club, in this last year we've done 2 cookbooks. Both of them have got raisins, mixed fruit and such like, and we ended up with so many left over. So we've done quite a few videos using them, and these are the last of the bunch. But you can use any dried mixed fruit that you like, sultanas, raisins, cranberries, you name it, you can pop it in there. So add in your raisins, or your mixed fruit I should say. Then also add in your sugar, so that's soft brown sugar. And now you can also add in your tea. Pour in your tea. And then give it a good mix with a spoon so that it can soak it up a bit. And then we'll be back tomorrow once it's had a chance to soak, and you want to leave it in the fridge overnight, and we can finish this recipe tomorrow. So it's the morning after the night before. So let's have a look here, and this is what your mixed fruit will be like, because it will have soaked up the majority of the liquid. That you'll find that you'll still have a bit left, so you can just give it a stir, and then you can start adding in your flavourings. So we're going with some orange mixed peel, always lovely in a tea loaf, that it makes your fingers really sticky. I've got some cinnamon. I have got some mixed spice. And I've got some ground nutmeg as well. And of course, this full recipe with step-by-step photographs, you can find it over at KitchenGadgetsClub.com. So give it a stir. Oh, I can really smell the spices now. Do you have a favourite baking spice? I love the smell of mixed spice. I think it smells lovely. And then probably after that, I'd probably say ginger, when you're doing some gingerbread at Christmas time. Now that is lovely. So once you've given it a stir, time to pop in your egg. Crack in your egg. And then mix the egg into your raisins. And then your final ingredient, and that is your self-raising flour. So pop in your flour and then give it a final mix until everything's mixed together. I can see the mixture coming together lovely now. So this is a bit on the dry side, and I think it depends on how big your large egg is, because it can vary from time to time. So I'm just going to add in a little extra bit of tea, because this can make such a big difference to it. You can, of course, with baked goods add milk, of course, but as it's a tea loaf, I fancy adding a bit of extra tea. So now, as you can see, it's a much better batter now. So what I have these little tiny ones, and they're the perfect size for the air fryer. So these are the ones I'm going to use. There's so many different ones you can get. These are the ones that I originally used in the recipe over at Kitchen Gadgets Club, and I thought I better use the same so that you can do it like for like. But if I was going to start again and make this recipe all again from scratch, I would probably use the silicone loaf pans that I've got that are from Lakeland, because they are really, really good. And a much bigger size, so you would just need one of those. Though it's rather sticky, but don't worry about that, that's normal. Remember, it's got self-rising flour in it, so we should see some movement here as well. Look at those babies, they're ready now to go on. Cute little tea loaves. So now let's pop them on in the air fryer. So what's brilliant about these is you can perfectly fit 2 of them in your air fryer basket. So let's pop it on, and we're looking for a temperature of 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, a cooking time of 15 minutes, and then press start.
Let me introduce you to Kitchen Gadgets Club. We recommend joining it because it's brilliant for kitchen gadget recipes with step-by-step photos. It's got lots of easy recipes. You can join for as little as £1 a week. It has a library of over 1,000 plus kitchen gadget recipes, and we add 4 new exclusive recipes every single week. Here are just a few of the recipes. Each recipe has both metric and imperial, step-by-step photographs, plenty of useful kitchen gadget advice from experts. Just take a look at some of the photographs. And of course, you can join by heading to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/join. And now, shall we get back to the food?
And we've beeped. So, shall we have a look at it and see what it's doing? Oh wow, look at that. It's definitely made use of its self-raising flour, or rising depending on where you're from. So now we're going to pop it back on. because we've got it rising up and cooking on the top. Well, we need to get that middle bit sorted out, don't we? And now to finish it off, I like to take the temperature down to 160 Celsius. That's 320 Fahrenheit, because it helps cook it in the middle. And then you want to take it all the way up to 20 minutes and then press start. And we've beeped. So, shall I show you these tea loaves? Oh, look at them babies, don't they look beautiful? I think they look amazing. And of course, I love how much they rise up as well when you do them like this. So then, tea towel, let's get these babies out without burning yourself on the side of the air fryer. First one, and that's the second one. So then, we don't need the air fryer anymore. Give them a moment or two to cool, and then we'll be back. So I've allowed them to cool for a bit, so shall I give you a closer look at these beauties? Not done tea loaves before, then they're an absolute must. So you can just grab them out. They come away really easy in the silicone if you look there. And that's what the bottoms of them look like. And then that's ready for washing up. And then what about the other one? Let's get that one out as well. So good. And then of course you can slice into them. You can have thick or thin slices, totally depends on how you like it. Oh, that's what it looks like, doesn't it look lovely? And then grab yourself some butter. We're having a heat wave at the moment in the UK, so my butter is very melty. Shouldn't have left it out. I either have it too hard or I have it too soft. Oh, so take a look at that, doesn't that look lovely? Oh, I've got to try some, haven't I? That is just so good. Reminds me of the kind of things you would have with your grandma in childhood. Oh my love. It's just so easy to make as well. Obviously a tea loaf's even easier than some of the other old-fashioned bakes that you can do in the air fryer. So if you want to give one a go, I highly recommend it. And of course, it's perfect because you can get these little loaf pans that perfectly fit different sized air fryers. So if you've got a small air fryer, then you know you can do this recipe. Thanks for watching, and now you've seen a glimpse into our ovenless world. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is what I call one of our step-by-step instruction videos. If you would rather have short and sweet, don't forget to check out our shorts. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. And if you want to find videos quickly, if you head over to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, you can see an A to Z list of all our YouTube videos. So you can find videos by Kitchen Gadget. And I'll see you again soon.